The P70 can push the mop pads down. Watch when the robot stops. The robot's body will move down from being lifted up. Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between the brand new P70 Pro Ultra and the older P50 Pro Ultra. Now I've had the P50 Pro Ultra for almost over a year now. I've got a lot of hours on it. I'm going to show you. It's done really good. Originally it did have some problems with the front wheel breaking off. I never experienced that, but I did see a lot of comments. The P70, you can tell that is an upgraded front wheel. Does seem a little bit sturdier. Now, the P70 just released. I purchased both of these robot vacuum cleaners with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video and I don't receive free products. This is home of the honest review. Now, if you purchase the product off of my website, justadadapproved.com, or in this video, those are Amazon links and the product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. Now let's get started right away. What are the differences? So the P70 washes with really hot water. It's got this newer heating elements. Those heat up the water to almost boiling. That's going to clean the mop pads better if there's like oil on them. The P50 now, it uses 167 degree hot water. That's just hotter and it does a better job of cleaning mop pads. They both have the same dock as far as how they look. Both of them can leave the mop, detach, and leave them back at the base station. That's a really nice feature that I like. All right, on to the next. The P50 comes with the tri-cut brush. Now, that's about a $20 to $50 upgrade. The P70 does not come with the tri-cut brush, but you can purchase it separately. If you have long hair, I do recommend this. Suction power. The P70 has 30,000 pascals of suction for vacuuming. The P50, 19,000 pascals of suction. I do think the higher increased suction power does a better job of vacuuming. They both have a carpet sensor. They both have a side brush that extends into the corner. You can see here's the P50. It does seem a little weak. And then here's the P70. That seems like I've only really noticed it on this. All like the P10 Pros, MOVA P50 and all them, they all have pretty good ones. They both have a mop pad that they can extend into the corner, but the P70 has this newer technology where it pushes the mop pad down with 12 newtons of force, almost like the P10 Pro Gen 2. I have, between pushing the mop pads down and this heating element, the P10 Pro has the exact same things, and it actually mops better because of that. So the P70, while I've only had it for about a week, it's been doing really well, and I have noticed it mop better. I got to take it to my home and live with it, but so far so good. It pushes the mop pads down with 12 newtons of force, 260 RPMs. This one doesn't push them down with quite that force. It does a good job of mopping. It's just this one's going to do better. Same drive wheels. They're not going to do thresholds like the MOVA V50. There's no robotic arms or anything. Same cliff sensors. Now you can always find my spec sheets on my website, justadadapproved.com. Here I've printed off my website sheet, but you can also see, I'm going to show you also how you can go to my website, find the specs that I think are important in the actual review for this robot. Let's watch the MOVA P50 clean this corner. It has a side brush. It will extend. It gets almost everything out of there. Then it's going to go down this wall and it's going to get all the long hair and crumbs right next to the wall. And then there's going to be another corner cleaning test where it's going to extend the side brush. This time it'll do a little bit better job in the corner. There's a bunch of large particles here, some Cheerios. It has no problem picking those up. Left a little bit, but on pass 2, it's going to get everything. It's got LiDAR navigation, goes in nice straight lines. Now here, we're going to watch it extend the mop pad right up against the wall. I love that feature. Again, LiDAR navigation, it navigates in nice straight lines. Here we got some muddy paw prints on the floor, and it can push those mop pads down. And it's got an internal water tank spraying water on the mop pads. It's going to do a pretty good job of getting the first part of the mud off. Now, it definitely does need 2 passes. On the first pass, there is a little bit of smearing left over, but by the second pass, the area is really clean. And here we have the second pass where it's going to go into that corner again. Watch the side brush extend, and it could have done just a little bit better job there. Now it's going to do a really good job in this second pass on this corner. There, it does a good job. Up top, they both have LiDAR navigation. They're both about 4 1/8 inch tall. They have the same optical avoidance sensor and camera up front. So if you're worried about privacy, the P10 Pro Gen 2 does not have a camera. And I just finished up with the P20, does not have a camera. The P20 was just released also. I have several videos on it comparing it to the P70. Same dust bag. This one does seem like it's in there a little tighter. Solution tank seems to be the same. Single chamber solution tank. Dust bins are exactly the same. This is the same as the P10 Pro, the P10 Pro Gen 2, so they're exactly the same. I like that. We can save money with parts commonality. Now I just got to show you my P50. I've had it for over a year, and cleaning history, 62,000 square feet cleaned, 8,600 minutes, 80, it does a good job. I don't know how else to say it. It's a very, very good robot that I have not had it fail. I have run this thing in the dirt, basically in the basement, cleaning every single day, and it hasn't missed a beat. Now they do sell a MOVA P50 that doesn't have the Pro Ultra. I haven't bought it. It's just got fewer features. The price point's never been attractive to me. So I anticipate the P70 Pro is going to get the Just a Dad sticker seal approval. I have to take it to my home and live with it. Those two up there have already got it, the P10 Pro and the P10 Pro Gen 2. The P10 Gen 2 was my 2026 pick of the year for budget. At this point, we've got great robots. I don't recommend the P50 just because I did hear in the comments, not a bunch, but just enough to be kind of worried about the front wheel breaking off. So it's going to come down to price. And we throw the MOVA V50 in the mix here. This is $800 right now. The MOVA V50, when it was on sale for Prime Days, was $650, so it's a better buy. The P10 Pro Gen 2 was $400. That was $330 or $40. So those were just better buys for the price. And then you got to throw in the P20 Ultra, brand new robot, bigger water tanks, washes with cold water. And then throw in the new Roborox, the new Dreamy, the new Ecovacs. We're living in good times because prices are going to come down on some really, really good robots. Now I do have the Ecovacs T90 at my home. It's doing very well. I've only had it for a week. I do appreciate everybody in the comments recommending that robot to me. I didn't really know much about it, but I'm glad I got it for like $500 on Prime Days. So if you missed Prime Days, those were some pretty big sales. I did a couple videos, but you can always check my website, justadadapproved.com. It's got the sale page when things go on sale. Sign up for my email. Don't miss a sale. When that P70 goes on sale, I'm on Amazon almost every day, just researching, checking robots. So when I see and plus people not text me, but leave me comments. They're like, hey, did you know the P10 Pro is on sale? I'm like, no, I didn't. I go, look, yep, sure enough it is. So I send an email out when robots that I love and approve of are on sale. Again, the Just a Dad Approved sticker, rest assured, if it's got that sticker, it's Dad's common sense testing to robot vacuum cleaners. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna purchase it with my own money. I'm not gonna take a sponsorship, not gonna receive free products. So again, that's my promise to you. I really love what I do, and thanks for watching. And check out the website. That website is definitely for everybody. I want to help people as much as I can. Check out my new website also. You can see Dad's top picks. Best under $1,000, best under $500. Click on it. It's going to give you my top robots. You can go in and check the individual scorecards. Right now, the Gen 2 is really good. You can click on it. It's going to take you to that actual robot review. You can scroll down. There's all the videos. There's the 3-month real world test scorecard, cost to own, and here's the robot specifications that I think are important. Bottom line, who's it for? There's the click. You can take it to Amazon and purchase it. And then here's my written review. Thanks everybody for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. Also check out where you can find all my approved products on my website, justadadapproved.com. You'll see a little link to it here at the end of the video. If you click on that, that's going to take you right to my website.